Welcome to Loomly courses. In this video, you will learn how to set up an efficient agency-client collaboration workflow. Good agency-client collaboration is more than a morning status report. Not only do you have to speak the same language internally, but you also must think in the same language as your client. Collaboration benefits are significant, mostly because creating a deeper relationship leads to better customer retention and increased sales. Agency-client collaboration is a perfect blend of creativity, flexibility, compromise, and work. To stay balanced, both sides must be equally dependent on each other and both equally involved in the project. Only in this case will the decision-making process be painless, and the division of responsibilities from global to macro levels will be fair. So if you want to invest your time and effort in developing a collaborative relationship, not only in your team, but with your clients, there are some things you have to keep in mind. Here are 3 key factors to a great agency-client collaboration workflow. Develop a trustworthy working partnership. Set expectations. Communicate properly. Step 1. Develop a trustworthy working partnership. There are people in both camps who need and want to be a part of each stage in your client-agency collaboration. Depending on your project, you could allocate them different roles with Loomly. Depending on your project, this could be account managers, executives, marketing teams, creatives, human resources, legal. Each of them should have different permissions in terms of content management. This is why Loomly comes with 4 default roles out of the box: editor, client, contributor, and viewer. For instance, the client role in Loomly has limited permissions. Clients will not be able to view your draft posts, so you can create your content freely and discuss with your team before submitting it to your client. Clients won't be able to see private comments, so you don't overwhelm them with comments that are not useful for them. Additionally, custom roles allow you to create tailor-made sets of permissions for each of your team members in a more granular and flexible way. Not only can you decide how your collaborators can interact with features and content inside each of your calendars, you can also limit the time frame of the post they can see, which is particularly useful if a collaboration has a pre-established end date. We understand that not all of these team members need to be involved at every step. For instance, if you're working to overhaul a company's branding, then the CEO and COO will probably want to be in the room, but they probably will not be too concerned about what watermark you're going to use on your infographics. Setting clear points of contact and channels of communication for each project can positively impact your collaboration by reducing bottlenecks, ensuring you collaborate with the right people. This saves resources on both sides. Doing this can also help to improve creativity. Providing cross-functional teams the autonomy to work and deliver results alone, then report back later, can produce incredible results. This is why Loomly allows you to assign the right team member to relevant posts. Once assigned, each collaborator is notified by email, through a push notification on mobile, via Slack or Microsoft Teams if you have enabled the Slack or the Microsoft Teams integration feature. Of course, you can assign multiple collaborators to a post, so they can all take part in the approval and publishing process. And if your team works in batches and you would rather let your collaborators know once an entire calendar is ready for review, rather than assigning them individual posts, you can use the Notify a Collaborator feature. Last but not least, you are able to apply bulk actions to multiple posts to update the status of a post or who is assigned to it. Step 2. Set expectations. We always have expectations of our professional relationships. They can be based on results, behavior, adherence to a system, or simply even sharing information. And in a client-agency collaboration, we cannot afford to ignore them. In many situations, these expectations can be beneficial. They help to direct your work and creativity based on an understanding of the needs of the other party. But professional relationships break down when expectations are poorly communicated, mismanaged. It is not uncommon for people to assume the other party has understood their expectations. To manage this aspect of client-agency collaboration, it is important to set clear expectations early in the process, ensure they are realistic, revisit and revise them periodically, This is why Loomly offers specific workflow options which determine how the steps of your collaboration from start to finish. The original workflow is ideal for larger teams when multiple people need to review and approve a post. The light workflow is best suited for smaller teams when one person needs to approve a post. On top of that, you can create custom workflows which allow you to automatically assign collaborators to a post status based on its status, block movement into other specific post statuses until required users act upon a post, and also require multiple approvals. Step 3. Communicate properly. As you may have guessed from the last two sections, communication is key to successful client-agency collaboration. When entering into a new or assessing a current collaborative relationship, there is research to suggest that clients and agencies both value similar criteria like honesty, bonding, closeness, understanding and empathy, information exchange, joint working, conflict handling, social activities. Each of these elements is grounded in clear, consistent, and candid communication with one another. There are two aspects of this that are worth exploring. The first is having space to speak about the current project openly. Allowing people to share thoughts, ideas, opinions, and new findings can improve creativity and collaboration. But it is also important to look at how ideas are communicated between clients and agencies. It's important to ask, are you using the right medium to get your message across effectively? Are you educating instead of lecturing? You can improve and increase communication in a number of ways. Creating effective workflows, which breeds positive communication. Setting review milestones, allowing everyone to share thoughts, ideas, and progress periodically. Within Loomly, you can communicate with your team through comments available in List View and Post View. If you want to leave a comment for a specific collaborator, simply @mention them, type your comment, and press Enter. Your collaborator will be notified accordingly. Post and comment history are available for all collaborators so that everyone can remain on the same page at all times and keep an eye on every change. Finally, if a comment deserves your team's attention, you can pin it to the top of your post history to make sure everyone sees it when they view the post. Last but not least, one feature within Loomly could be key to great client-agency collaboration: custom branding. Custom branding allows you to make Loomly even more yours. You can add a custom subdomain. This lets your team access Loomly from a brand URL such as yourbrand.myloomly.com. Custom logo. Replace Loomly's logo with your own on all pages of the application, as well as all content exports. Custom favicon. Build your own brand in your collaborators' web browsers with a branded favicon. Wrapping this up, client-agency collaboration is a key part of modern-day brand success. To effectively manage this relationship and reap the best rewards, it's important to set clear points of contact for specific projects. Clearly define expectations. Communicate openly and often. Build a culture of honesty in all pursuits. Give as much as you receive. We created Loomly to make each of these action items much easier. In one collaborative platform, you can create seamless workflows, improve teamwork, and manage all of your digital assets in one central location. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please contact our team, either through our chat or over email at contact@loomly.com.